I got kidnapped in Canada.
What? Yeah.
He spread my cheeks, bro.
What?
No, like literally, like, and I was in like already in like a thong bikini.
Are you a simp lover?
I guess, yeah. No, simps are welcome. I can't date insecure men. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, again, are you gonna pay my bills? Like, if
That's
not,
right.
like, shut the fuck up.
You guys, it's your boy Jay, back with another episode of Everybody Hates Jabber, here for another week. We appreciate all you guys for tuning in today, for watching, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Today we've got a great guest. We have Madeline Moon, or as she goes by, Moon. Is it Moon IRL? Is it just like in real life?
Moon in real life.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we got Moon IRL today with us. Lots of you guys know her from Instagram, from Twitch, and all her other platforms. So we're chilling. We got some drinks going, and we got some great questions lined up for you guys. So we appreciate it. I appreciate you for stopping by today and giving me a little bit of your time. So how you feeling today? You feeling all right?
Yeah, it's been a really good day.
Nice.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
And thanks for just being so accommodating too.
Yeah. I always try to be accommodating to the guests. A lot of times, like, I don't know. I think that's what helps, like, have better conversation. So I'm just like, whatever I can do to like make my guests feel comfortable is like always my go-to thing. So
sure.
Sweet. Can you pull that just a little bit closer to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can lift it up too if it's like too far away. There
Cool.
you go.
Okay, better?
Yeah, it's better.
Cool.
Awesome. So what's been new in the life of Moon here lately?
Kind of a lot. I just got back from the Dominican Republic for
Okay,
my
nice.
friend's destination wedding.
Oh, really?
Yes, and
Nice.
it kind of felt like I was living a rom-com. It was really funny.
What is like a romantic comedy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
My dad often says I'm like a main character in one. I'm like, yeah, I'm like just without the actual love interest. Like, that's the only part that's missing, but like the comedy part, that's there.
Yeah, definitely the comic part, huh? That's funny. So what was it like in the Dominican Republic? Was that your first time there? Or?
Yeah, it was my first time there.
Nice.
We only stayed on the resort.
Uh-huh.
So that was also my first time at an all-inclusive.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and like, it was cool, but also like, I don't know, just different.
Yeah.
Because for some reason of all the restaurants that they had there, they didn't have any Dominican food.
Really?
Yeah, they have a Mexican restaurant, but like no Dominican food. So
what kind of food do Dominicans eat typically? Do you know?
I don't know. See, I was hoping to learn more there. I think more like, beans, rice, and stuff. But they have like their own different ways of cooking because it's like in the Caribbean.
Right.
So like I know that the spices are like.
Yeah. So do you like the Caribbean spices and stuff like a lot, or?
Yeah. I think I like spicy food in general, and I like trying new food.
Right.
My contact's a little dry. I went to the Bahamas and I tried conch, or it's like the conch is how it's spelled.
Like the SpongeBob conch shell?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Exactly. Like, try again. And like I have this video. This guy like chopped it up and scooped it out of the shell fresh for me and stuff.
Really?
Like, yeah, because like I met this taxi driver named Dennis. He's homie. He's like, I went there with my friend. He's like, anytime you ladies need a ride, like just call me.
Yeah.
So he brought us to this like secret spot, like down in this pathway. He's like, tourists don't know about this. I was like, hell yeah. And
that's what I'm trying to, like if I go,
like it was fucking delicious.
Yeah,
like,
if I go out of like the country, I want to like get connected with a local that's like about to show me some shit. Like,
so
I don't want to just do all the touristy shit.
I've always done like Airbnbs and things like that, and just kind of explored the island on my own.
Right.
So that's why being in the Dominican and being like on a resort was kind of
a little bit different, a little
stifling. Yeah, but like it also was just a little overcrowded. And
oh really?
I don't do well in the sun. It's not my friend. So I spent most of my time just like looking for an umbrella.
Have you had like really bad sunburns and stuff?
No, because I am very like up on my
already
skincare.
on it.
I like slather every hour on the hour. Yeah.
I typically don't get sunburnt because obviously
Lucky.
I'm black, so but it has happened before, like just years of just like it never really happening because I was always like outside but never really like a long time like that. Mm-hmm. I never thought about it, and then the first time I went floating. I went floating.
Oh yeah.
And so I went on a float trip and I was out there all day, like, and oh my gosh, when I tell you that from now on I wear sunscreen when I go do that, like it was bad. Like my back was all blistered up and everything, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this hurts so bad.
I don't know, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Especially
so now
like
I'm always
skin cancer is a
right.
thing.
I
think the last time I got a sunburn, I fell asleep.
Really?
While on a float trip.
Oh yeah.
So oopsies, like.
See, I couldn't fall asleep on the float trip though.
Oh really?
No, I'm way too out there.
A little too. Whoop.
Yeah, that happens sometimes
you
too.
just take a nap on the river. Like,
What's the longest that you? How long of a float trip do you usually do?
I think we do the 6 mile one.
The 6 mile.
Once or twice we've done the 12 mile and we regretted it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Every time I'm like, before when we're planning, like that's my initial thought is like, oh, let's do the 12 miles so we can have more fun.
All day.
Yeah,
and then camp overnight and like.
Every time we do the 6 mile, and that's our plan is to camp overnight. We always we get back to camp after the float. We're exhausted. We fall asleep. We wake up and everybody's like, I'm going home. Yeah. And that's exactly what we do every time.
Everyone's sleep deprived or not sleep deprived, but dehydrated by the end of the trip.
Yeah. I took some what's the name? Those hydration packs. I can't remember what they're called.
Liquid IVs.
Yeah, liquid IV.
I love those.
Do you really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You actually like the taste?
No, I love the taste. I've been on them since like 2018ish or whatever,
really?
And I've been like telling everyone and their mom like, they're great for hangovers. Like just any sort of not to like be a commercial.
Right? Liquid IV
but
sponsor me.
Literally, if you take one while you're drinking, then you won't like even have like any sort of hangover symptoms.
That's what I drank a lot of those, but they were nasty to me though. They were so nasty.
So how do you take them? Because like I just put them in a little bit of water and like shake it up and then like take it like a shot.
Oh really?
So that's also what I would recommend because like I guess I don't
put it
really.
In a whole water bottle and just chug the water bottle.
Yeah, no, do it like more condensed. And then like swivel it.
Okay, I'm gonna try that next time. Yeah,
just make it forced and easier.
I think I have liquid IVs right now. I might try that after this.
I have a shit ton at my house right now.
Right, you gotta keep those liquid IVs.
I brought a bunch with me to the wedding because I was like, all right, guys, none of us are, because they had unlimited drinks too.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
They're kind of weak as fuck unless you told them to give you a double. Yeah. Which I didn't find that out until like day 3. And so I was like drinking all these sugary drinks but not getting drunk, and so I was just like super confused. And then my friends told me, they're like,
do you go out often, like here in Tulsa and stuff?
Not really. No, I'm shy. I stay at home.
Yeah.
I play video games, so it's like, I'm trying to start streaming on Twitch again, but
I got you.
My dog also
takes a lot of your time.
I like to go the first Fridays though. I do go to St. Vitus, so I like to go clubbing. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a little bit.
Is that what you typically do whenever you do go out, or like what other kind of activities do you do whenever you go out?
All sorts. I mean, as far as going out in Tulsa, I always like to go to the art crawls.
Okay. What is that exactly?
On the first Fridays of the month, they open up all the art galleries downtown.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like free and open to the public. So it's an art crawl. And then some of the places have free alcohol. Some places charge, but like you can walk around, like open carry.
Why have I never heard of this before?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun.
And then like there's always like street vendors like selling their, stuff, and like people playing music, like
got you.
Person doing caricature drawings.
Yeah. What's your friend group like?
Kind of small, but I have friends all over the world or different cities, you know? I was in Oklahoma City for 3 years. Okay. So I just moved back. So I have a good friend group there now. Yeah. Friends here, some friends in Houston.
Where were you born?
I was born in California.
Oh, really? What part of Cali?
Near Oakland.
Okay. Were you like raised there for a while too, or?
Hey, Kumar. Just a year, and we moved to Houston. But I was there like every summer of my childhood. Really? So like I kind of grew up there, sort of. You
spent a lot of time there.
I spent a lot of time there. Yeah, like
that's got to be cool.
All my aunts, uncles, cousins, like
all live there.
Grandma, grandpa, R.I.P. Yeah, they live there. Yeah, so.
That's got to be so cool growing up, like being able to go to those places. I always lived in like the smallest town in the world. Yeah. And like we got to go to like places like once a year and stuff like that for like vacations, but like never like anywhere that, I don't know. I guess we did go a lot of cool places, but not often, not the same place to where like you really get to know another place. So that's got to be cool. Like I always wanted to be like, man, I wish I lived in like New York City or Cali or something, LA.
I know my sister actually lives in California, so I got to spend like 3 weeks. Yeah. visiting her with my dogs in 22 on the road trip.
Nice.
I told you about. So like,
yeah,
it was really nice just to see like Berkeley and the Bay Area and like hang out with my cousins.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite things to do? Oh, I'm sorry.
She was just. My sister always tells me to try and move back out there, but I'm like, can we live with you? Like,
yeah,
right?
It's so
like,
expensive. It's so expensive.
And all the people from California are coming here now. So
yeah, that is true. A lot of people are like, a lot of people in general are just coming to like more of like these areas. I mean, it does make sense though. Like the cost of living in like places like Tulsa is fairly cheap, and you're still close. Like that's the thing that I love about Tulsa. It's kind of in a central location.
That's exactly why I like it, because it's like cheap. Not anymore, really, to live here, but it's good for traveling. Exactly. Like, we're 4 hours from Dallas, we're from Kansas City, Arkansas,
right?
9 hours to Denver.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. But
it's a good home base.
Yeah, for sure. What do your friends think about like your like you making content and stuff? Like, do they like support your content creation, or like do they even like my friends, like they support me and stuff, but they're also like, I don't know. It's just funny when I go over there because they're always like, Jill, yeah, dude, man, I've been seeing your videos, man, you know, but it's just like, they also, like, I don't think they quite understand, you know, like, the grind and stuff like that, so it's just, like, I just think they think of it more of, like, a hobby or something. Like, do your friends actually, like, know that you take it serious and stuff like that, or what's that like for you?
I would say like my close friends and family do.
Yeah.
You know, of course, like those people you meet, they're like, oh, that's not a real job. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, but I make money from it. So
yeah. Right.
I don't
Tell
know. Like, are you sure?
Bitch,
like,
shut up.
I mean, seems like a job.
Seems like a job.
Like, I was able to support myself for like 3 years while I finished college in OKC, just off of my Twitch and streaming stuff. Yeah. So it's a blessing to be able to do that.
Right.
But yeah, since I've been doing it for so long, like been working at it for a long time, my friends are definitely like super supportive. Yeah. Like my best friend Jerry is always like, oh, I see it. Bend over there. I'll take your photo. Like, she's like, your butt will look great. I'm like, okay, girl. Like, thank you. Right. Like, and because I've had some friends in the past that are like, and like, just like, you know, those girls that are not really your friend. Yeah. And like, are just like not happy for any good thing that happens to you. Yeah. So had to get rid of some of those. But like,
it's always going to be like that too. That's the unfortunate part.
No new friends.
Yeah, type shit.
But my friend group though, they're all really supportive and they like it. And also I'm kind of like, hey guys, do you want to go to this music festival with me? I'll pay for it. And then like they're like, yes. They're like, so, okay, maybe
that is a real job.
If you're twisting my arm, so I'm always like, thank you guys so much, you know, because it's like I love to solo travel a lot, but like festivals are always fun with friends, and like honestly, if I can share, I mean that's the only reason I want to, you know, make more money is just so I can like
spoil it with the friends and family and go crazy. Yeah, that's like, exactly same here.
Bought 7 rings for all of my bitches, you know.
Type shit.
Not that we're like praising Ariana Grande right now, but
what's wrong with Ariana Grande?
Oh, you know the SpongeBob stuff?
No.
Oh,
what?
Dude.
Yeah,
what?
Fill me in.
So you know how she likes to like steal men from people who?
Okay. Yeah. I think I've heard about that.
Yeah. So she stole this guy. He played SpongeBob in the Broadway musical. I literally don't even know his name. I'm so sorry. Yeah. And his wife had just given birth to their first child. Oh wow. His high school sweetheart. They were together for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Ariana held their fucking baby.
What?
And was like, oh, I'm stealing your dad. Like, you know, like that's basically what happened. And it's like, holy shit, girl. Like, and I don't know, just go on Twitter and search it. There's some good threads about it, but like, holy crap. I feel like karma is getting her though. Like, it's just not good. Yeah. You know?
That's crazy. I have heard a lot of stuff about that. Yeah. Like I've seen like in the past, I guess, like about her stealing everybody's man.
Although I do love some of her songs. So I like weirdly became a fan of hers like a year or two ago. Right. Like, so I was definitely slow and behind on that, but.
So back to what you were saying about like the solo travel and stuff like that. Are you like, does that kind of scare you like to solo travel at all, or? Cause like I want to solo travel, but I always think about like, but damn, like doesn't that make me more susceptible and stuff? Like it kind of, especially going abroad, you know?
Yes and no. So I don't know. I kind of like just do stuff without thinking about it, and it tends to like work out for me.
There you go.
Like the road trip I planned in 2022. Yeah. I was gone for like 3 months, but I really didn't like have a plan, and like I ended up having to get my brakes replaced, you know, when I reached Portland, and my mom was like, what were you gonna do if your car broke down? I was like, I honestly didn't think my car would break down. Like I just never considered that. Like why would that happen? Like So I was just like, just cross my fingers, and usually it all works out for me.
That sounds like fun though.
Like I went hitchhiking in the Bahamas, which
what?
Yeah, like probably shouldn't do, by the way.
What?
I was just like, okay, so like we had gone on one of those boat tours to Rose Island, and so all inclusive, free drinks and stuff. Yeah. So by the time we got back, we were a little like litty, like woo. Yeah. And when you leave Atlantis, which is like where some of the port is for things, there's this huge ass bridge back to Nassau, the main island, and it is so fucking tall like that because it's like, I guess it opens for ships. Makes sense. And like we were like halfway up, and I was just like, girl, I cannot do this. And my friend was like, Maddie, what do you mean? And so I just like put up my thumb. I was like, trust me. She was like, what? And I was like, trust me, I got this. This guy pulls over. He's like, you guys need a ride? And we're like, yeah, over there. And he's like, okay, hop in. So we do. But
oh gosh,
apparently I had dropped my phone in the street when I got into the car.
Oh no.
So we find this out because they had turned on, like I just was using Wi-Fi. So they turned on the phone and my friend had called it. And so, they're speaking their native tongue and I don't really know the language. So our homie talks to them and he's like, okay. And he's like, so they have your phone. It's like wherever. He's like, do you want me to drive you there? And we're like, okay, yeah. Yeah. Super drunk. Cool. Let's go get it.
Gotta go get the phone though.
So yeah, gotta go get the phone. Well, and this is my friend had already lost her phone the other day.
Oh no!
But we also got that one back, so it's okay.
Gotta get the phone again.
Yeah. So like he like drives us, and like I'm sort of sobering up, and then I realized like we're in like the slums. It's just like the place that they try to keep the tourists away from. Right. And so like we approach the guys, and then they're like, "Hey, we want money," and then I was just like, "What? I don't have any money." And then like I was like, I have $10. And then at this point, I was like about to cry because I was just like, no, I just want my phone. Like, and so I was like, here, take the $10. And I was just like pouting. And then like, I kid you not, like they just like spoke to each other and the guy like looked at me. I was just like glaring and pouting. And then they gave my phone back and the $10 back. And then they were just like, bye. And so the
this
guy.
Sounds like some real movie shit.
No,
like
literally, like my life is a movie sometimes. But, so he hands me my phone and the money back. I was like, why did they give me the money back? Yeah. And he's like, they didn't want to fuck with you. And I was just like, what do you mean? They're like, well, they're afraid of you like telling on them and getting them thrown in jail. Yeah. And I was like, what? And so like, they're very big on their tourism. Like had I reported that, they could have gone to jail.
Got in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this guy like helped me climb a coconut tree. And by giving me a boost, and like, he ruined my Snapchat video, but like, the boost was really just like a really nice view for him. Cause anyway, he like he spread my cheeks, bro. What? No, like literally, like, and I was in like already in like a thong bikini, so like, and so I'm like trying to, I'm like getting the coconut, okay. And so, like, I had shown that video to someone else, and they're like, do you want him in jail? I was like, what? And he's like, you can show that to a policeman over there, and they'll find him on the island, and they'll throw him in jail. I was like, damn. I was like, no, I just want a Snapchat video, like, without that happening. Like, man, I just want to redo the video. Like, I was like, I don't want anyone to go to jail. Like, that's insane. Please, no. That's like, wild. So
but that's also wild.
But also, like, I mean, I'll show you. I'm sure I have it. I'll show you the video. I don't know. I won't show them. I think I did post it somewhere. I'll look it up. But yeah, the Bahamas was crazy, but super fun and safe. Honestly, like super safe.
Did you drink the coconut, like the coconut that you got?
I did. Well,
is it good actually?
Yeah, coconut looks good in water. Yeah. Well, and that was the thing is like, so I got my coconut. I was like, fuck yeah, girl power. And then I was trying to like open it on this rock, but then like all these like men had started to gather around us. Yeah. And then they're like, we'll do it for you ladies. And like they opened it for me. I was like, man, like I was trying to do that myself, but okay, like thank you. But it's funny because when I like poured the water or tried to drink it, the wind blew and it just blew away from me. So like it just like spilled on my stuff. Like I didn't get any of it really. It was kind of silly. So
because I've heard like a lot of people say that, like I've heard a lot of people on both sides that say like real coconuts taste like shit. And then like the coconut, like the manufactured water tastes like good. And then I've heard like the vice versa. Like other people say that.
My coconut was good. Yeah. I had a different one and like they actually put alcohol in it after. So that was really nice. Yeah. It was like the cutest little cup. So
yeah. So what category would you consider your content to be? Like the
variety. Yeah. Because like so I started playing RuneScape originally. on Twitch and all that. And then I did just like IRL streams.
Right.
When I traveled, like going to LA and things like that, different areas.
Live streaming?
Yeah, live streaming. And then, moving to like Instagram and TikTok, I started posting more of my cosplays and stuff. And then from there, I also like it's hard for me to like pick one niche, I guess, because I also like to do fitness stuff and I like to do art and ceramics and then the traveling. So I'm trying to like kind of narrow in on cosplay, travel, and lifestyle.
I got you. Yeah, that is kind of like a hard thing too. Like that's what I love about like being able to do a podcast, because it can be like a podcast based, but there's still like so many different categories of like people that can come on and stuff. But
and then I'm like, should I do Get Ready With Me? I have a lot of crazy stories and stuff to tell, so I'm like, maybe I should do stuff like
that stuff sounds so fun. Like I kind of want to do like a lifestyle page as well. I just like, it's so hard to find time to do anything else, but maybe eventually, like one of these days, I would love to be like do some like lifetime, like some cinematic type stuff. That shit would be hard.
Yeah, I'm definitely like upgrading my gear, but turning my travel stuff as I like work there, it's like becomes. Sorry, we should get my dog.
So, what made you get into creating content?
I guess my friends. Well, actually, I started like to do. Let me start over. Hold on.
Gotta hit the White Claw first.
Well, I'm like, what did make me start? I don't know. My friend just told me to start playing RuneScape. Honestly, he's like, you should stream RuneScape. I used to play like League of Legends a lot, but I was shit at it. So I definitely did not want to stream that, because a few times I did, people would be like KYS and stuff and uninstall. So I'm like, okay, like.
That's fun.
Like I even remember like one time this guy was like, no, re-download it. Like, trust me, I'll carry you. He was like a diamond or plat. I'm like, no, like I'm unranked. Like it's gonna be bad. Yeah. And like literally, I got killed like over 18 times, and he thought I was trolling. I was like, no, bro, because we got ranked with other platinums, and so I was like, what the fuck did you want from me, man? I haven't played in a year.
I'm a fucking rookie here.
I haven't played in a year and a half. You're forcing me to play with platinum. And so he literally unfriended me after that. He was the one that told me to uninstall and KYS. And like that's why I was like the most vivid, and that's the last time I played League of Legends, because I was like, no.
That is
I was like, he made me anyway, I told him it was gonna be a bad time.
Oh my gosh. Like, that's how I am on GTA. I play GTA a lot. Not a lot, but I used to. And I'm low-key pretty trash at it. Yeah. But I get on there and I just talk so much shit. Like I'm just like me and this guy will get into it. We're going back and forth and he's killing me. The score will be like 35-3. He's just murking me. And I'm just like yelling at him every time. I'm like, yeah, bitch, come get it, bitch. And then like I'll get that one kill, and then I'll be like, yeah, bitch, get it back in blood, bitch, come get it. He's like, bro, the score is 35-4, and I'll be like, no, it's not, you fucking liar. I'm like, I've been murking your ass.
Yeah, I think that's a part of my appeal in my streams is I suck at games. Like it is known, but like I'm super positive about it. Like I'm like, we just died for the 37th time in a row. It's cool. We got this. 38th time.
Oh gosh. So what was it about cosplay that made you get into that? And what exactly is cosplay?
So cosplay is like, it's kind of like fancy Halloween, or it's dressing up like a character you like, but it can be from anime, book, any sort of character or person. Gotcha. And then also like acting like them usually. Gotcha. And then there's lots of like cosplay contests that you can enter and different things like that. Yeah. The cosplay world is pretty big. I'm actually like not really involved in it because again, I like to stay home gotcha. and stay out of the drama, to be real. Like, because there is always drama in every community. Right. But really, I've just always loved Halloween and dressing up, and like, you know, who wouldn't want to just be an elf or a fairy sometimes, or even a cat girl, or, you know, bunny girl. Like,
what was it about the cosplay that made you like it? Just like being able to dress up, like you said?
Yeah, just being able to dress up. It also just like incorporates crafting and sewing. And
do you make the costumes yourself?
Sometimes. Some of them? Yeah. So
I guess some of them you kind of have to, right? If it's like a character that's not really made.
Or a new character, yeah. And then sometimes I'll like source things like from different stores or places and like kind of create an outfit.
Right.
Like I did a Luna Lovegood, and it wasn't like exactly like the book, but you know, I got a gray sweater with a blue lining and like kind of like a Hogwarts vibe. But the coolest part was I got to shoot it in Scotland, like where Diagon Alley was inspired and stuff.
Wow, really?
So I was like kind of like on location.
Yeah.
I really should have splurged to go to like the castle thing.
Yeah.
And taking photos there, but like just being in Edinburgh alone was like really cool for my photos. So
wow, that's really cool. So you've probably been like a lot of places then, huh?
Yeah, added some authenticity too.
Yeah.
So and then that's what I'm trying to do is like not only turn my traveling into content, but do cosplay while I travel as well.
Really?
Yeah. So just kind of like wrap it all of my hobbies.
Just kind of go into one.
Into one, yeah.
Like cosplay, traveling. What's the other part?
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. Just lifestyle.
So get ready with
just, like,
me, cosplay traveler.
You know, it's really IRL, like what I do in real life.
That's pretty lit though. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's the best thing about making content too, is like you actually be able to be yourself, do the things that you love.
Yeah.
And you can possibly like make enough money to do things for yourself and live life for yourself, you know, afford the things that you want to and survive pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the great thing that I love about making content and doing content is just being able to do what you love to do.
Me too. And like just like share my art with the world too, because like I play the harp, so
and that is true.
Music.
Like all of it is art, you know. Like even
art.
like the cosplay and even like me doing the podcast, it's all art in its own way, you know. Like we're all sitting here like being creative and giving our take and our perspective on the world, and that's a beautiful thing whenever you can share that with people, because there's so many people out there that like they are into that and they want to see that, they want to learn from it, they want to know that like it's possible that I can do this too, or hey, this person, I like that person, that's something they do, let me try it out. They try it out and it's something that they love, and you know, so that's a cool thing about it.
Yeah, and it's also cool because you'll inspire others to do it too.
Exactly.
And like literally I'm always like, it's this simple, guys, like like if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I always encourage my friends and stuff to post.
How old were you whenever you started doing cosplay at first?
I don't know, 21-ish or so. I went to PAX South and I dressed up as PAX South is like a video game like convention. And they usually like show off new games for the year, stuff like that. And then like of course there's always a cosplay contest. And like they have PAX East, I think that's in Boston, and like so different areas of the country. Right. And I dressed as Gnar from League of Legends. And so I had these big ass ears and a tail and stuff. And it was cool because I saw some other League of Legends cosplayers, and then I don't know, got to like, you know, like, oh, did you like, you know, how'd you make that, this or that? Oh, this is my method. And like, so that part was really fun and like camaraderie. And so I haven't actually entered any contests though ever, you know, but I did the group photo and like that was really fun.
Do you think you will ever enter in any contests?
Maybe. I was gonna enter one. I went to OkiCon, probably like I don't remember what year, 21 maybe. And I did a Himiko Toga cosplay from My Hero, and I built her like blood suction machine, and so it's got like these tubes and stuff. I put LEDs in it so it would look like blood running through it, and like it's this whole belt thing. And like I didn't put that part on. I just wanted to like go in and scope out the convention center, see what's up. I counted, I kid you not, like 30 togas. Really? Like every other girl was in the same cosplay. And so I was like, cool, I should have brought my backup cosplay. I knew it. Like I knew, because she was so popular that year. I was just like, God damn it. Like, so I ended up just like wearing like the schoolgirl part with my normal hair instead of putting on like the bun wigs. But I did go around and like take a photo with every toga I saw. So I got like a cute little compilation.
Of what's it?
Toga, from My Hero Academia.
Okay, is that an anime or
it's an anime. Okay, she's a cutie. I'll Google it real quick.
Do you feel like it's easier to get out there and like be a part of like society and like break out of that shy shell like in the cosplay, or more like whenever you're just like yourself, whenever you're just Madeline?
Kind of both, because even sometimes when I'll do like live streams, I'll wear my cat ears or something, like when I'm out in a city.
I got you.
And like, I don't know, one time someone was like, "Are you a furry?" I was just like, "No, I'm obviously a cat girl." Like, geez. And then I was just like, "Why do you like furries? Like, is that what you're into?" And then she was just like, I was just like, "Yeah, bitch, like, what's up? Like, let's turn this around. Now you're uncomfortable." Like,
oh, wow. That's so funny, because literally my next question was, are furries a part of like the community?
I think they're in their own community, but they do kind of I mean, the craftsmanship, there's a lot of parallels and crossovers.
Yeah.
I've only seen them like once in real life, but that was like in Dallas I was going to a concert, they were going to a convention, and we were walking down the street where JFK got killed. Yeah, and so like that's my memory of a furry. The first time seeing a furry, like literally, like, because we saw the sign like, "Oh, JFK was killed here." We're like, "Oh, crazy!" And then we're like, "Oh, crazy! There's furries behind us!" Like that were like, yeah.
So you would never be a furry? Like, what did actually? So furries, they pretty much like dress up.
I think that's like a whole
do stuff together.
They do a lot of things.
They do a lot of things.
Yeah. So not really what I'm into. It's like so I don't want to yuck someone's yum ever. Like,
for sure.
No.
For sure.
I see, not for me personally.
Yeah,
I get it though, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know, like cat ears, you know, can stay on, like, but that's kind of where I draw the line. I'm not going to put on an entire fursuit and pretend I'm a different, I don't know.
Yeah, they're kind of, but
like you said, it's kind of like their icon or avatar. Yeah. So it's like, you know, again,
it seems like
their own.
If you're into that type of thing, though, it seems fun.
And also, a lot of their suits are super high quality. Yeah. So like they like invest in it and put in the work. Yeah. So it's like that's impressive too. Yeah. Like just from a craftsmanship point of view.
Right.
So respect for that.
What is the weirdest thing that you have seen at like one of these cosplay events?
I don't know.
She said there's too many.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah. Or just like the first one. You can think
one of the coolest things I've seen was someone brought their dog, and then their dog was like doing tricks with them and dancing, and like their dog literally did flips, and it was crazy. Yeah, and it was like trained, so that was really fucking cool to see. Yeah, it was like when I see dogs at conventions.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything weird at one of these events?
Not weird, but I did have my ass out at TwitchCon in 22. Yeah. I dressed up as sexy Patrick Star.
I'm not sure who that is.
You know Patrick Star from SpongeBob?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. When he puts on like those boots.
the boots and the leggings and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that song that's a great song. Was that Goofy Goober? No, it wasn't Goofy Goober. It was Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, rock. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I did that. And I had like this pink wig, and like I made, it was like a Brazilian thong, but I sewed like the purple spots on it.
Okay.
And so, yeah. I don't know. People were just like, wow. I was just like, hi, sorry for the children, but also like, it's a free world.
Are
but
there
like,
a lot of kids at the events and stuff too?
Sometimes it really depends on the event. But I got Sasha Grey to slap my butt.
Really?
And yeah, that was just kind of like the highlight of my TwitchCon.
I said really like I knew exactly who that was, and I wasn't supposed to say that.
Do you know? I was like, I know you know who she is. Yeah.
Sadly, I hate to say it. But yeah,
I was like, everyone knows who she is.
We all know who she is.
She was like super nice to me, and like just like the sweetest.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a video of it too, so that's like a fun clip. Yeah. Kind of like a highlight of TwitchCon for me too. So
what is the typical age range for like cosplayers and stuff?
I think just usually over 18 you have to be. I feel like there's definitely like kid compets. I can't confirm that, but
what about like old? Like, is there like elderly cosplayers? Like, have you ever seen it like a 60-year-old?
Yeah, I've definitely seen some Uncle Irohs, like from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it really is all ages.
Wow.
There's this photographer I follow, like DJ Tam or something. I don't know. I'd have to look at his name, but he goes to like every single convention and takes like the coolest photos of like pretty much the best cosplays. I don't know, just all around. Great feed to look at, and also just like to see the variety of people who do it.
Right. Do you think you'll be doing it whenever you're like 60?
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I have like kids or grandkids, definitely. You know,
Yeah,
I'll be like, all right, let's do
them.
a family like
family
you
cosplay.
know, I'll be the little grandma or like whatever.
That would be hard.
No, like, if I have kids, like they're gonna not suffer, but we're gonna have group Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I don't know, I like to like have fun and be whimsical and dress up. Like, why not?
Why not, right?
The world is like hard enough. Like, I think it's okay if I like, you know, pretend I'm a fairy for a few minutes.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that for a while, you know? Hey, and by that time, it's like, you've lived your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done everything else that I needed to do. Like, let me fucking live exactly how I want to live now. I'm old, motherfucker.
Also, like, I'm just not embarrassed by it. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, A, will I ever see these people again? Like, B, why I just don't care about their opinion.
And you shouldn't be, honestly. I mean, even if like I'm sure there's probably like a lot of people that are probably like, oh, the cosplay community is weird and all this stuff. But like at the end of the day, if it's something that makes you happy and you're into it, like you like it, like fuck you, dude. Like I'm having fucking fun, bro. Like these events are lit. Like
damn.
People like I used to sell shoes a lot and stuff, and like people would hate on us all the time, like, oh, resellers are the scum of the earth. Like I can't believe you guys would buy a shoe for $200 and sell it for $250. Like you're the scum. And I'm like, bro, fuck you, bro. Like I'm having the time of my life. Yeah, I'm like, I'm having so much fun going to these events and stuff. So I totally understand that.
It's like, honestly, those people need hobbies.
Yeah. Like, find something to do,
literally,
bro.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you doing with your time and energy besides
sure, probably
bitching?
Something that you do is probably fucking weird. You bitching right now is weird.
Yeah, just bitching. Yeah, fucking that's weirdo. Not a hobby.
So what else? So you also do like OF and stuff as well, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you don't do like, what kind of content do you do on there?
So it's kind of like my Instagram, but spicier. Gotcha. Like I don't do explicit or nude or anything like that, but it's like definitely some implied nude and like censored stuff. Yeah. Just because like I don't want to cross that line necessarily. Yeah. As far as like brand deals and like my parents are super religious. Like, oh really? They know about it. Like they know what I do. They're like super proud. Actually,
that's what's up. Though.
No, like my dad's actually like super proud of me. It's so fun because like he's an engineer and he's just like, it's awesome that you work for yourself. Like good job. And like he actually pressured me to like not get this office job I have because he was like, you know, it's really cool when you can work for yourself. He's like, you've been doing it for so long and like this or that. He's like, don't let anyone pressure you to do like fit societal norms. Yeah. I was like, thanks, Dad. Like,
that is such a great feeling. That's exactly how my aunt and uncle that raised me. We were like really kind of religious and stuff, and like I get on here and like I be saying some wild stuff on this podcast, and like my aunt, she will share that shit. Like she don't care. Like she'll share it, and I'm just like,
my mom's seen my butt on like you know, because she's like, oh my god, you went viral. I was like, yeah, like 7 million views. She's like, of what? And I'm like, okay, I can either cut it off really quick or just like, you know, I'm like, fuck it, I'm an adult, like, you know. And then she's just like, oh, and like, because she had asked me in like 2021 or something. She's like, so like, so do you sell like sexy photos? And I was just like, I was like, well, it's like me, imagine me in a bikini. And then she's like, yeah, you're right, you're sexy. I was just like, yeah, Mom. I was like, I mean, you know. She's like, yeah. And that was also the first time I've ever heard her say the word sexy, really, let alone call me sexy. But she was just like, yeah, I get it, like, yeah, your body is just automatically. So I was just like, yeah, Mom, I'm just gonna like do what I can but not do porn. Like, you know, I didn't really say that, but it's like the don't ask, don't tell.
And that's what, because a lot of people that like, whenever you hear people that do OF, like that's automatically what you think is like, oh, they probably do porn.
No, and like everyone wants me to, but I'm like, no, guys. Like,
do you think you would ever make that crossover?
Honestly, I don't think so. You don't think so? Like maybe in my personal life, but like not to share. Yeah. I'm just a little more.
I feel that like I'm kind of.
Sex is a little more personal for me. I don't know.
I want to, low key, like I want to, but I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, man, like for one. There's two reasons. One, like all my family and just my morals. It's just like, I just really can't see myself on the internet just slinging thing, you know? But like, and then also I'm like, man, like there's not a lot of girls on OF that are like buying, you know, purchasing content. Like not as many as men, you know, like, and I feel like I'm just going to be having.
There's a market for everything though. And you can definitely market to the gay market.
Yeah. So. And that's what I don't want to do. Like, I mean, I don't mind it, but it's just like, I'm not gay.
It's gray. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I have to like sit there and I have to entertain these guys and be like, hey, daddy, you like that cock? You know what I mean? Like, say some weird shit, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
And even me, I'm kind of awkward. I'm like, hey, is this sexy? Like, is this what you want? I don't know. Like,
should I bite it harder?
No, they're like, oh God, no, I'm so awkward where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, I admire girls who do it. Nothing wrong with it. I definitely have like collabed or at least like, you know, I have lots of friends who are in the industry.
Get those coins.
No, literally, like, get the bag. No, I'm literally like, I mean, it's tempting. That's all. Yeah. It's very tempting.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
You know, definitely been on the line, but it is a lot to be vulnerable like that as well.
For sure. Do you have people that like get mad after they sub and then they're like, there's nothing here. Nothing.
Not really. No, I feel like, surprisingly, despite all like my anxiety about it, I've never really gotten any mean comments. Really? Like maybe, you know, just like requests of like, why won't you show your asshole? I'm like, oh, you know, like, sorry.
Go straight for the booty hole.
No, like literally,
is the booty hole brown?
Like, so it's like, okay, sorry about that. Like, you know, but it's clearly stated that I won't. So yeah, literally, I've never really gotten any mean comments. One time on my free account, because I have a free account where it's like a preview page, someone was like, you need to like search your, I don't know, he tried to make it like a daddy issue. So he's like, I bet your father doesn't love you. And I'm like, my father loves me very much. Like, we just had dinner. Like, he just told me how proud I am. Like the less money my dad has to give me, he loves it. Like, whatever. He's like, he loves that other men are supplementing my life. So
do you like simps? How do you feel about simps? Are you a simp lover?
I guess no, simps are welcome. Just because like I don't know, I'm a loser and I don't leave my house, and so it is easier for me to connect with people online. And like I'm not on dating apps or anything because my photos have been taken for catfishes.
Okay.
So I just don't want to be on it for confusion purposes. But yeah, I don't know. I like meeting people. I like making new friends. Like, if it can be symbiotic, I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know. I just always like new friends.
Type shit.
Yeah, I have a Discord, and like, honestly, I'm a lonely girl, so it's like whenever I have friends or people to talk to, it's like, the more the merrier.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm kind of the same way too. Although, it takes a lot for me to get like to that level where I'm like, I want to hang out with someone, you know?
Yeah. I definitely have to build trust and things like that. Yeah.
A lot of times, like, I'll get introduced to like a lot of like new people, like my friends' friends or something, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is my best friend. We've been friends for so many years," and I'm just like, we hang out, and I'm like, dude, that guy was not cool. Like,
sometimes
I would never
the
hang
vibes
out
are
with him.
off.
Yeah, for sure. So, what is like? How much is the most that you've ever made in a month from OnlyFans? Do you think?
Probably like 4,000-ish. Yeah.
It's not a bad month.
Which is not. No. And like that was 1 month when one of my videos had gone viral.
Yeah.
I know like in my first month, and again, it's like I don't do nudes or explicit stuff. And like I've been doing this since 2020 and I still have people that buy my content.
Yeah.
And so in my first month I made like 2,000.
Right.
And then like throughout the whole summer I made like 2, 3, 4. And my supervisor at the time was like, hey, like, why do you still work here? And I was just like, oh, like, I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Like, why do I work here?
Yeah.
Like, you're right. I do cry a lot at work. Like, it's not a fun job.
What kind of job did you have?
I worked at Whole Foods as a cashier.
Damn.
Yeah, in 2020. So, like, people are really mean.
Yeah, they
like,
are.
they're super mean. Like, and, like, just... Some people would try to like spit in my face just to be like,
no way.
Yeah, like I'm not wearing no denim mask. I'm an American. I was like, this is Whole Foods. I thought, I was like, I thought we were gonna have like the yuppie Karens, not like the like Karens.
Right.
Like,
right.
So yeah, I ended up quitting though before the end of 2020, and then I just started working for myself from then on. Yeah.
Nothing better than working for yourself. But I do love me some good Whole Foods though. They have,
honestly, I miss the discount.
Yeah.
It was I ate so good.
They have like those broccolini, or do you know what broccolini is? Yeah. I can't remember what they call it at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
They call it something else, I think. But that shit busts. I love it. Have you? Yeah, you said you've had it before. I had it for the first time at Ginya.
Oh yeah.
And oh man, place is so good.
I love Ginya.
Yeah, Ginya is like the best.
I almost got ramen earlier today, but
They actually, have you ever had Bolicious before?
No.
And they have ramen and stuff there as well.
Yeah, I feel like since I've moved back to Tulsa, there's a lot of new things.
How long have you been back here?
Almost a year actually.
Okay,
but like that's how much I haven't left my house.
Yeah.
Just
I've only lived here about a year now myself.
Oh, okay.
Or actually about a year and a half maybe.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Kansas
Cool.
originally, but I've been in Oklahoma since like I was 19. Cool. So for about the last 7 years or so. So, what have you ever had any famous people that, or like, do people that sub to your account and stuff? Is it most of the time? It's probably like, is it aliases or is it like people with real name?
Mostly aliases. So I usually don't really
even pay attention to it.
Yeah. Some of them do have their same usernames from Twitch or Twitter and stuff. So it's like I know who some people are, but most of the time it's anonymous.
Have you ever had any famous person like sub?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Would you tell the pod if you did?
I would. Yeah.
Let's go.
Not that I would name drop. No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe no. No, honestly, I'm like, why aren't I dating a famous person yet? Like, I feel like I should be dating an NBA player or something. So, like,
hey, Oklahoma City Thunder, you know?
Let's go. I think I have a crush on one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One of the Thunder guys?
Yeah.
Who? Do you know who?
Isaiah? I think he's number 11.
I watch basketball, but I've just
been looking on his Instagram, but...
Are you going to slide in the DMs?
So I've thought about it. Okay, so...
Slide in the DMs.
Okay, let me know what you think of this. So,
okay.
In his bio, it says, you miss 100% of the opportunities you don't take. So I want to be like, hey, I have an opportunity for you. And then when he's like, hopefully he replies, what? I can be like, take me on a date?
There you go.
You know, like,
that's smooth.
Is that cute? Like,
that's
I don't know.
Smooth.
Like, because it's like, and like maybe if I like send a screenshot of his thing so he like extra gets it, like, I'm trying to quote your bio. Like, I'm not
That's smooth. You might get in there.
I mean, like, I have more followers than him, so it's kind of like, is that clout? I don't know.
Like, maybe a little. I mean, he is in the NBA.
Yeah, I know. So. That's why I'm like, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like he might be like, okay, yeah, but I'm in the NBA, so.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, oh no, girl can dream.
Yeah, shoot that shot. I don't slide into celebrities' DMs.
I haven't ever really, but
if I had, how many followers do you have?
Like, I think 118,000-ish right now.
So if I was at about 118, I'd probably slide in a couple.
Yeah. I mean, I just started doing it to like some brands where I'm like, hey, like, do you want to maybe try to work together?
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a huge crush on Nathan Fielder, the comedian.
I heard that name before.
He's on Comedy Central. He recently put out The Curse with Emma Stone.
Okay.
But he became well known for Nathan For You, the show he made. And yeah, he's just kind of that. It's like that awkward, uncomfortable comedy. Gotcha. Kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm and stuff like that, where it's just like so painful to watch.
That it just makes you laugh.
But it's so great. And like Trisha Paytas was in one of his episodes.
Really?
Like, yeah, like way back when. And it's like, it's hilarious. Because like, his show Nathan For You was like him helping people, and so he was gonna help this guy who had an obsession with big boobs. So then, Trisha.
That's
anyway,
where Trisha came in.
He's just like a silly comedian guy, and like very strange, but
I'm gonna slide into Ariana's DMs and I'm gonna say, hey Ariana, I have a girlfriend.
No, I was gonna say you have to get a girlfriend first.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
you have to be taken.
I'm just gonna say I am.
I saw the funniest tweet, and it was like saying like she wants Gypsy Rose's man.
She better not play around with Gypsy Rose, bro.
Like, don't steal her.
I'm not playing with Gypsy Rose.
I mean, the D is good, she says. So that's why I'm like, ooh, she's tempted.
She said he's putting it down.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I used her voice for one of my TikToks. Like, I'm living my best life. You can't put me down. I'm like, yes, girl. Honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Silly stuff.
Do you think that like having an OnlyFans do you think it's made it harder or easier for you to like find compatible partners, or is that something that you're even looking for? Or?
So yes and no. Yeah. So I'm like not dating, or I just haven't been dating, just because it always goes the same way. Yeah. They think it's super cool that I have a following, and oh my gosh, you play video games, and oh, you cosplay, that's so cool, and then like you're so pretty. And then as soon as I'm like, okay, like, let's see what happens. Like, we can start, like, hanging out. Yeah. Then they're like, yeah, you should stop.
Oh, yeah.
You should stop all that, by the way. Yeah. Like, now I don't like it anymore. And I'm like, wait, like, isn't that why you liked me in the first place? Or, like, what you were complimenting me for? And they're like, well, yeah, but I don't want any other guy to think that you're hot, too. And I'm like, I
can't be cute, nigga.
Like, so you want me to like hide in like your house or something? Like, so it just always comes down to like I have to date someone who's really secure in themselves. I can't date insecure men. Like, it's like, again, are you gonna pay my bills? Like, if not, like, shut the fuck up. Like,
what if they are?
Even still, I mean, like, as long as I can keep my real job, like, I would consider closing it. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'm not like that. Like,
yeah.
Like, I need it for the rest of my life, you know? Yeah. It's definitely always been, like, a temporary plan to fade out eventually.
But you would still, like, do those things? You just wouldn't post it or what?
Like, if I had a boyfriend?
Yeah. Or, like, if that was, like, they were like, all right, I'm going to pay all the bills and I'm going to take care of you, but I don't want you to be posting. Or they were like, I don't want you to doing cosplay. I don't want you posting cosplay. I don't want you talking to boys or nothing, girl.
Yeah, that's not for me. No. That's a hard no. Just like after like the first sentence, like, because again, it's like, why would I do that? Yeah, like, I don't know. Basically, I feel like I'm not gonna date someone unless they add to my life or make it better. Yeah, because like you're not competing with other men, you're competing with me, and I'm pretty fucking awesome. Like, I enjoy my own company. Like, I don't know, I've got great ideas.
Yeah. So what if they were like, okay, you can, I'll pay for everything. And you can do all that, you just can't post it. Then you would be all right with it?
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like if I were in a relationship, relationships are about compromise and things like that. So that would be something like more discussed thoroughly.
I got you.
But I would definitely be open to the idea like that because if it's something that would really make or break or, be a deal breaker.
What is your ideal type of gentleman?
So I don't really have like a type in looks, because I've dated all sorts of men, like tall, short, whatever, round, skinny.
Round.
It's more about how
such a polite way.
Yeah, no, it's like I love the bear body type actually. Like if you're just like a big bear, I'm like, cool, squeeze me, thank you, because like I'm pretty tall, so it's just like kind of nice to feel like a small girl. Because unfortunately, I wasn't 5'2", and you know I'm not like. But, you know, I can reach the top shelf on things, so I've got that going for me.
Independence.
No, like, literally, like, that's fine. So, yeah, it's really more about, like, how their character is and how they treat me and how they treat other people, too. Yeah. Because, like, if you're nice to me and you're, like, shit to other people or get really aggressive, I don't want to be around that.
Right.
I like people who are funny, of course, and ambitious, like... I don't know. I had a really great relationship. We like dated over 3 years, but he just didn't want to do anything so it's just kind of like very stagnant. And so I need someone who's like motivated and doing things with their life and like,
I feel that. I feel that for sure. What are your top 3 red flags in a guy?
Ooh, man. It's hard to like do top 3.
Top 3? Dang, what? You got many? Okay, top 5.
I feel like I'm always like red flag or like, you know.
Red flag. Everything's red flag.
I feel like if they're still talking to their ex a lot, like, or like if they just got out of a 5-year relationship, like, don't date anyone who just got out of a very long-term relationship because they are not the love of your life. Yeah. They're not going to date you. You're just a rebound.
Type shit.
Yeah. If they... cancel and make excuses a lot or just in general can't really communicate or get their story straight, that's really off-putting.
These ones are deep.
I feel like let me think a second.
First I got a White Claw.
Gotta cleanse the palate.
Right.
Let's see here. What did I say?
You said
in contact with her ex.
In contact with her ex / just got out of a long-term relationship. And the second one, I was listening, I swear.
I know. I was listening too.
It was just there too. I just remembered it. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Fuck.
I know.
Don't you hate when that happens?
My Adderall wore off. Like, I'm like...
All right, we'll move on from that one. Yeah. What is the pettiest reason? What is the pettiest reason you've stopped talking to somebody before?
Honestly, if I just get the ick, you know, and that can happen. That could happen for any reason. Yeah. Oftentimes, if they call me babe or something prematurely, I'm like, oh, yeah. Why are you calling me that? Like, I'm not your babe. Like,
you know, I've always like not liked it. Like,
and even also, do you not know my name? Is that why you're calling me babe?
Yeah. Is that what you think normally?
I mean, it is a common trope. If men only call you pet names, then they probably are entertaining other women and don't remember your name.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's Hey,
she's giving out a free game here.
By the way,
guys. So take some notes here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the pettiest reason I ever stopped talking to a girl for. I think one of the pettiest reasons I ever stopped talking to a girl for is because she was just like too manly towards me. Like, it was like she was way too sexually aggressive. It was like, I had just started going to the school in Topeka. Mm-hmm. And like I remember the very first day, like I remember walking in class and like I was going to my seat and they introduced me and then she was like, "Ooh, girl, he fine." Like she said that to one of her friends or whatever. But then like from there, it would just be like really aggressive. Like she would like message me and be like, "When you gonna give me that dick?" And I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, chill out, bro. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So yeah, no go for me.
Yeah, I think definitely when they like you more than you like them. Yeah. And it takes me a long time to decide if I like someone. Yeah. Because again, it's like I have to investigate. Like, yeah. Do you really mean what you say? Like, or are you just telling me what you think I want to hear? Right. Which is usually the case.
9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10, they're just trying to do whatever, throw spaghetti at the wall.
See which one sticks.
Until you have sex with them. Yeah. So, yeah, I've gotten a little savvy, over the years.
So, is it acceptable for a guy to take a girl to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date? Have you been seeing all this stuff about this? Because I feel like, honestly, my take on this is, if I take you to the Cheesecake Factory, that's a damn good date.
Yeah, I mean, I've only had cheesecake from there. I've never eaten there, personally.
Good food.
But the cheesecake stank.
The cheesecake is fire.
No, I think she was overreacting.
Hella, right? I'm like, dang, the Cheesecake Factory ain't cool now.
I mean, I feel like that's a good enough place.
Gosh,
I love food, though. So
yeah, me too. And I'm just like, dang, if I can't take a girl to the Cheesecake Factory, where am I supposed to take her? Like, I gotta take her to Maggiano's or freaking Ruth Chris the first time? Nobu or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeez.
Clearly,
duh. Right?
Duh. Are you a high value man or not?
I guess not, man. Like, I mean, Cheesecake Factory is 10 minutes away. It's here in the local Tulsa. Yeah. Like, that's a great date.
I mean, Cheesecake Factory, yeah. I mean, if you go to a restaurant at all, cool. Yeah. I do kind of agree with the coffee date thing. Yeah. Like, I've just had so many men waste my time and not pay for my coffee. Dang, mind you, no, that's the fucking thing, and that's an instant turn off. Yeah. Like, and they're like, well, I just want to make sure you're not a gold digger. I'm like, well, clearly there's no gold here. If you can't afford $3.50, sir, like, I'll just take this coffee to go. Like, holy shit. No, I had someone refuse to pay for my $4 slice of pizza.
Really?
But he offered to pay for 3 drinks afterwards.
That's how they get you.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna get drinks with you. Like, what?
Can you give me a single slice of pizza?
No, like literally, like the waitress just looked at me. I was like, like, yes, girl, I fucking know. Like, this is embarrassing for him. Like,
so is there is there other places like as movies? Is that an acceptable first date?
I don't think that's a good idea because you can't really talk to each other.
Exactly. Like, fucking thank you. I don't like going to the movies.
That's more of like a couple's date thing.
I don't even like going to the movies as a couple. Really,
I like to go alone.
Really?
Yeah, I just
that makes more sense.
I saw Mean Girls alone, and like the Avengers.
The new one.
Yeah, and Avengers Endgame I went alone.
But and, the new one is like a musical though, right?
Yeah.
See, I don't like the musical because honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Fuck it. I loved Mean Girls. Mean Girls is a good ass fucking movie.
It's cult classic.
But I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear a musical. I don't like musicals.
But there are some moments in the movie that like kind of like references and ties it together. We're like, oh, like. You know, kind of like tying
Do they bring some of the old girls back?
A lot of the teachers are the same teachers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Mrs. Norbit, like the principal, like I think the gym teacher's the same too.
Lit.
And they did cut out like the Coach Tran stuff and like, you know, some of the raunchier things, but I think they probably did that for the Broadway part too, you know, the musical.
Right.
But it was really cute. I enjoyed it.
Have you ever been on a bad first date?
I've been on many bad first dates.
Really? What's the worst?
Okay, the worst, most recent one. Okay. We had, like, started the day off early and stuff, like, and we went to go to, like, a museum. Uh-huh. And I guess he had already been there a bunch before. I had never been there. And so he was just kind of like, here it is. And, like, already I could tell, I was like, I don't think this guy likes me. Like, the vibes have been off already. And so I'm, like, trying to actually look at the art, and he's already, like, down the hallway gone. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we, like, zip through this museum and then, like, take a stroll around some, like, pond in the outside of the museum. So I was like, okay, cute. And then he's like, okay, we're going to go to, like, this popular bar area. Let's go to a bar before we wait for a reservation. I was like, great, cool. So we go to the bar, get a drink, and we play shuffleboard. Okay. And I've never played shuffleboard before.
Me neither.
Yeah. And then, like, I was like, the old people game? And he was like, no, it's for young people. It's college. I was like, I was in shuffleboard, like, what they play on, like, cruise ships? Like, you know, is it not? Like, right. And he's like, no, like, they play it in fraternities. Like, God. And I was like, oh. Like,
how old was he?
I think, like, 28 or 9. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, like, like, old, like, out of college, for sure. Right. So I was like, okay. So we play, and I'm losing. And then I guess on my very last turn, I do it, and I knock his off, and my other two had gone in the 3 and the 2, and I got another 3, so I automatically won. Okay. And like a full swipe, and he just walked off and went to the bar, and he's like, we're leaving now. I was like, oh, okay.
You got mad because you won, or what?
I guess. He didn't say anything, but he's like, yeah, you won, and then he, like, walked off. So I was like, okay. He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I was like, okay, dude. So he ends up taking us to our reservation an hour early, just because I guess he's like, doesn't like me, is pissed that I beat him in a game, and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is happening?
This is so awkward.
Yeah, no, it's so awkward. And I'm just like, kind of like, can you just tell me so I can, like, leave? Like, because I'm like, I don't even know how to address it, because I'm like, am I making this up? Am I being too sensitive? Yeah. Like, is he, you know, I don't know how to read men. Like, and so then, like, I feel like we had eaten before the museum as well, so it's like I wasn't hungry because, like, we were supposed to be eating later. Yeah. And so we just have, like, a really uncomfortable, silent night, and, like, the waitress even gave me the same look before, where she's like, girl, you okay? Like, what the fuck is up with this guy? Yeah. And I'm just like, girl,
where do you be meeting these guys at?
Internet. Yeah, so that's also why I just don't date.
Oh my god, that's just gotta be the best answer you could have gave.
Yeah. So, needless to say, it didn't work out. Yeah. Like, he was just like, by the way, I haven't been using my real personality, and I don't think we have anything in common. And I was just like, oh, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that mean? I was like, he's like, well, I've just been filtering myself because I don't think you would like my jokes. I was like, what does that mean? Like, does it mean, like, they're misogynistic? Like, and then I'm like, well, of course we don't have anything in common if you've been, like, faking your personality this entire time. Like, what? So I was just kind of like, what the fuck, bro? Like, hey, use your big boy words. Why didn't you say that hours ago? Hours.
Right. Where'd he take you to eat, at least?
I don't remember. Oh. It was, like, this, like, hipster bar place that he was like, oh, you'll really like it. It's just, like, exactly your type. And it was super cute, but I didn't really get to, like,
actually
see it or experience it or anything, because it was just like I felt like I was in trouble, you know, like, and like dad was mad or whatever just because like I beat him in like some stupid game. And again, like, I don't know, just dumb luck.
Do you believe in 50-50 in a relationship?
Not anymore. No, fuck that.
So what do you believe in? What do you think?
I believe that a man should add to my life. I don't know, because again, I take care of myself. Yeah. And like my rent's pretty like low right now. Why would I pay more? Like, I don't want to subsidize someone else, essentially. Yeah. And if men want to go on their whole gung ho we're providers bullshit, prove it. Do it. Be a provider then. Fine. You know, like, show me. I don't know. Prove it. Yeah. Like,
so you don't think there's any instance where like you would go 50-50? Like,
I mean, I don't think 50-50 unless it's in like percentages. You know, I don't think it's fair if someone's making $200K and someone's making $45K to pay the same amount. Like, that's, I got you. like, because the person with 45K is going to suffer while the person with 200K just benefits.
I got you. That does make sense.
Like, that's unfair. So I feel like there is a way to achieve like equality, and everyone should of course contribute to the relationship. Like, I'm not saying that. Although I am saying I like to be spoiled. So
hey, there you go. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
I like what I like. Yeah. And I don't like men who won't pay for my coffee. So
not at least the
like,
coffee,
you know, at least a fucking coffee.
Or the slice of pizza.
Or pizza. No, and that's why I'm like literally like, what the fuck? Like, that's why I don't date local, especially. Those are local guys and never again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so you got Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Do I have to answer that?
Gotta answer.
Oh man. Well, kill. Wait, I can't say that if they're presidents. I can't say kill the president. I don't think that's legal.
All right. Fuck one, marry one, punch one.
Or go to jail. I would send Trump to jail.
Okay.
Marry Biden.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Because I can't steal Obama from Michelle. They're meant to be.
So then you're just gonna sleep with him?
I mean, hopefully. Like, really, I just wanted to follow me on Twitter.
Right?
He follows like everyone apparently, and I'm like, maybe.
That's like my dream guest.
Yeah, I know. Literally, I'm like,
Obama.
He's literally my dream Twitter follower. So that's why it's like I don't want to say those words out loud, because that's not a clip I want.
Oh man.
You know?
So with all the traveling stuff, we're getting here closer to the end and stuff. Where's been like your favorite place to travel to?
I really enjoyed Costa Rica.
Okay.
It was beautiful there. The people were really nice.
Really?
And it was just beautiful and like very like immersive in nature. I stayed in this tree house above some hot springs on this resort, and at the time we booked it, no one else was there. So I had 9 hot springs to myself and my boyfriend at the time. Yeah. And then we heard this like crazy noises in the tree house, and then it later turned out that there was a baby sloth that fell from the tree. What? And then they had it in this little box, and we got to see it, and they're like, don't touch it though, because we're going to try and reunite it with its mother. So then the next morning we like heard these like sloth sounds is what it turned out to be. Yeah. And like they reunited it with its mother right outside our window, and so I got to see some of it, and like as she like scooped it back up, and it was like the coolest thing ever. And
like, it was just like so slow and
yeah, just so slow, and like also cool that she came back for her baby, and also just like, oh, nature's fucking awesome.
Nature.
Yeah, lots of nature. So there was also like wild horses there, and like literally like big leaves like bigger than my body. So it literally felt like I was in Jurassic Park.
Where's your dream destination, dream vacation to?
I have many dreams.
Yeah. What's the top of the list? If you could go anywhere right now, someone came to you and said you can go one spot, all expenses paid, where are you going to go first?
Maybe Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
Good one. That's a good one.
I've been trying to plan a trip for that. Iceland, Antarctica would be fucking cool. Switzerland.
I don't know about Antarctica.
No, to see penguins.
That is true. Is that the only place you can see them?
Mm-hmm. I think there's maybe some in Russia. I mean, there's different types of penguins around the world, but those types.
They don't have none in Alaska?
I don't think.
What kind of penguins are you talking about? Like the classic black and white?
Emperor penguins.
Like the classic black and white?
Yeah, like the classic penguins. Yeah. Like Pebble the penguin from that VHS.
Okay. Yeah.
No, there's lots of places though. I was just telling my friend, I was like, we should go to Rome and then go over to Greece and then do.
Like a whole European tour?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go to Bora Bora or Cayman Islands.
Cool. France was also beautiful.
Yeah, I heard it stinks. Oh no, not London. I think it is.
London.
Or Paris.
I didn't like London. Paris does smell like piss.
Really?
It smells bad. But they do like wash off the streets every morning. Yeah. It's just like every other big city essentially.
Right. Yeah. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you while traveling?
I got kidnapped in Canada.
What?
Yeah. To put it simply, that's basically what happened. Oh my goodness. And then I'm like, I don't really know how much I can say.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, I was visiting your friend.
Okay.
That I met online.
There you go with this online. You need to stay off the internet.
No, I mean, like, I'm a risk taker. Again, like nothing bad ever like really happens. Like, I mean, I just like do.
But did you die?
Yeah, I got back to America, clearly.
Right.
And that's kind of what happened is I just kept playing. They're like, I'm an American, and my parents are picking me up from the airport. Like they're expecting me. My parents didn't know I left the country.
Oh my god!
Like they had no idea I was even gone. Yeah. But I was just like, they didn't know that. So.
Do you have someone now that you always tell, like whenever you leave the country?
I tell my siblings. Yeah. So I share my location with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So, but yeah, basically like my friend was doing some shady business, and his business partners wanted him to go do it. Mm-hmm. Everyone, we're like, hey, we're just like hanging out. I'm only in the country like 20 more hours or something. And they're like, no. And then they're like, he's going to take care of you and watch you. We'll see you tomorrow. I was like, okay. And so then the guy, there's 8 men that came in, first of all, that were all over 6 foot and did this. And then 3 of them stayed. There's also a prostitute staying in the other room. It's a whole story.
We'll take a whole podcast.
It's a whole like Susie crazy pesto story. Like honestly. And essentially, like, the guy was like, so do you need anything? Do you want some cocaine? Do you want any drugs? I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm just going to go in my room and, like, lock the door. Yeah. So that's what I did. And then, like, in the morning, I woke up, and there's still 3 men out in the living room. And they're like, okay, what time's your flight? And I was like, 1 or 2 o'clock or whatever. And they're like, okay, do you want to do anything in the city before? And I was like, I guess like go to Whole Foods. I don't know. I haven't been to Tom Hortons yet. And then he's like, okay, let's go. And like, I'm like, okay. So like he drives me to Whole Foods, and like he has my luggage in the car, but I have my passport. Thank God they never took that. Yeah. And he's like, you can go inside. I'll be waiting here for you. I was like, okay. So it's like I go around and just kind of like get snacks for the plane, and also kind of being like, what the fuck is happening right now? Yeah. Like, I mean, he has my luggage. I can't like leave. Why would I if he's driving me to the airport? Yeah. I mean, and so originally when they took my friend, they were speaking in French and stuff, and I know a little French because they were French Canadians. And so they were basically like implying like, yo, we're gonna fuck up this girl if you don't listen to us. And so that's where it was like, okay, am I in danger?
Damn, not really. That's scary. What the fuck?
It was fine because like then when we were driving to the airport,
I didn't even know they get down like that in Canada.
Oh, French Canadians are fucking brutal. Like don't fuck with French Canadians. They're mean. They're mean.
That's crazy.
They're super mean. But while we were almost to the airport, he's like, so can I get your Snapchat? No shit. I was like, are you shitting me, dude? I was like, really, right now? He's like, what? I was like, you realize?
He's like, I saved your life.
Yeah, I was like, you realize you're holding me hostage? He's like, yeah, I mean, he's like, don't be like that. I mean, I was like, don't be like that. I was like, this is exactly what's happening.
You gave him the snap though, huh?
No, I did. I was like, you're literally ridiculous. And he's like, aw. He's like, well, don't tell them I asked for your Snapchat. I was like, I am a me. That's exactly what I'm telling them. Like right now. I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I was like, you're literally holding me against my will right now. But I did get donuts from Tim Hortons. So
there you go. What is Tim Hortons? I've never heard of that before.
It's like a gas station, kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts, I think.
I got you.
But it's like super Canadian.
Oh wow. Well, lots of great stories here today. Yeah. Lots of great stories here today for sure.
Stay off the internet.
Yeah, that's what we learned from all the stories today is be careful on the internet. Mm-hmm. Pretty much basically stay off of it.
Taking risks pays off.
Hey, you've had a lot of fun now, and that's what matters. That's what matters the most. So, but as we get down here to the end of this pod, go ahead and tell the people what they can expect next to see from Moon and what you've got coming.
I've got some more fun travel and beach content, some cosplays coming up. I'll be live streaming on Twitch and TikTok, doing just a variety of IRL stuff. So
there you go. And go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at on all those socials as well.
And you can find me at Moon_IRL on pretty much every platform.
Gotcha. And all those links will be in the description below. So make sure that you guys go check that out. Give her a follow. We appreciate you guys for watching today, for staying tuned. Another great episode. We appreciate you for coming out, sitting down with us, talking with us, having a few drinks and whatnot. But for you guys, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Make sure that you guys go get some of that merch that we have just dropped. Going crazy before it gets sold out. We have only a limited supply, so make sure that you guys go get some now. Everybody hates Jabber. We appreciate you guys. Till next week, we out. There we go. That's it.